If your legs feel weaker than they did a year ago, it's not just aging, it's a warning sign. And if you don't act fast, you could lose up to 10% of your leg strength in just 2 weeks. That's not just a statistic. For many seniors, it's the beginning of losing their independence. Hi, I'm so glad you're here with us at It's Better Health. Because today's message could literally keep you walking. We've met hundreds of seniors who thought their legs were just getting old. But what we discovered shocked them, and it may shock you too. The real reason behind sudden leg weakness, nighttime cramps, shaky steps, and numbness is not just age. It's a quiet deficiency of 3 key vitamins, nutrients your muscles and nerves are begging for, but almost every adult over 60 is missing. And when these nutrients are missing, your muscles shrink, your balance fails, and your body loses its ability to rebuild what it's already lost. But here's the good news. You can stop the decline, starting today. We'll show you exactly which 3 vitamins bring your strength back, how to get them naturally at home, what common mistakes are quietly making you weaker, and how real people just like you regain their balance, their strength, and their freedom. Before we begin, if you believe your best years of strength are not behind you, hit that like button. Tap subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out on the weekly tips that can change your health forever. And let us know in the comments what worries you most about your legs right now. We'd love to hear from you because you're not alone. All right, let's begin with the story of Helen, a woman who thought she'd never walk without help again until something powerful changed. Part 1. Meet Helen, and the day she thought she'd never walk alone again. Helen was 79 years old when her son brought her to the clinic. She used to love tending her little garden, bending down to water the flowers, picking herbs for soup. But that day, she couldn't even make it from the car to the entrance without holding onto his arm. Her legs were trembling like thin branches in the wind. She whispered to me, "Doctor, I don't understand. I still eat. I try to walk a little each day, but I'm getting weaker and weaker." Her son spoke up, trying to hold back tears. She was strong her whole life, but ever since Dad passed, she barely leaves the house. Now she's afraid of falling. She won't even go down the stairs. I looked at Helen and said gently, "Your age is not the problem. Your legs aren't giving up. They're starving." Like many older adults, Helen had no idea her body was missing 3 essential nutrients. Not because she didn't care, but because no one had told her how deeply these missing vitamins affect the nerves and muscles that hold us upright. She rarely ate vegetables. She skipped breakfast often. She drank coffee but barely any milk or leafy greens. And like many seniors, her digestion had changed. Even the food she did eat wasn't getting absorbed well. I explained something most people never hear. It's not that you're just getting old. It's that your legs have been running on empty for far too long. So we started slowly. Just small changes to her meals, a few minutes of morning sun, a soft boiled egg, some leafy greens and magnesium-rich seeds. 3 weeks later, Helen walked back into my office without anyone holding her. No cane, no support, just her own strength and a smile that said everything. "I didn't think I could ever feel this way again," she said. "Like I belong in my body, like I can trust my legs again." Helen's story isn't rare, and if you've ever felt like your legs are betraying you, you need to hear what I'll share next. Because once you understand why this weakness happens, you'll finally see how to reverse it. Part 2. 4. Silent warnings. Your body is begging for help. You might think your body is just slowing down with age. But what if it's not about age at all? What if your muscles are waving a white flag, calling out for nutrients they desperately need? If you felt any of these 4 symptoms, your body may already be showing early signs of vitamin deficiency, and it's asking you to act now, not later. Sign number 1. Weak legs and wobbly balance. Have you ever stood up from a chair, only to feel like your legs didn't respond? Do your calves sometimes tremble? Do you instinctively reach for the wall or a chair to steady yourself? This isn't just normal aging. It's a classic sign that your muscles are running low on vitamin B12 and vitamin D. These two nutrients are essential for muscle strength and coordination. Without them, the signals from your brain to your legs start misfiring, making every step feel unstable, every movement feel risky. One senior told me, "I just wanted to walk to the sink, but it felt like my legs didn't belong to me." If this sounds familiar, it's time to listen closely to what your body is telling you. Sign number 2, tingling, numbness, or strange sensations. Do your feet ever feel like they've fallen asleep for no reason? Do you feel prickly tingling like ants crawling on your calves, even when you're just sitting? Do your lower legs sometimes feel warm or buzzing, but they're not actually hot? These are red flags for vitamin B12 deficiency. Vitamin B12 helps maintain the protective sheath, called myelin, that surrounds your nerves. When it's missing, your nerve signals start misfiring. That's why these sensations feel strange and unexplained, because the signals themselves are breaking down. You may think, "It's just my circulation," but the truth is it's likely your nerves are undernourished. Sign number 3, painful nighttime leg cramps. Have you ever been woken up in the middle of the night by a sudden stabbing cramp in your calf or foot? Did you have to jump out of bed and rub it, only to feel sore the whole next morning? This isn't just bad sleep posture. It's a sign your muscles are lacking magnesium and vitamin D. Magnesium plays a key role in helping your muscles contract and relax smoothly. Vitamin D helps your body absorb and use calcium, which is also crucial for healthy muscle function. Without them, your muscles get confused. They tighten up at the wrong time, often during the quiet hours of the night, and the result is pain, tension, and exhaustion when you should be resting. Sign number 4, constant fatigue and no motivation to move. Have you lost the energy to walk around the house? Do you find yourself saying, "I used to love gardening, but now I just want to sit"? Even simple tasks, like cooking, doing laundry, or shopping, feel like too much. This goes deeper than tiredness. It's a metabolic slowdown caused by vitamin D deficiency. Vitamin D doesn't just support muscles and bones. It plays a direct role in cellular energy and mood stability. Without enough of it, your body lacks the spark to move. Everything feels heavier. Even hope feels harder to hold. If you nodded yes to more than one of these signs, it's very likely your body is quietly running low on one or more of these essential vitamins, B12, D, or magnesium. But don't panic, and don't blame yourself. These deficiencies are extremely common in adults over 60, and the good news is you can start reversing them this week, gently and naturally. In the next section, we'll explore why these 3 vitamins are so critical and why so many seniors are unknowingly running low on all of them. Part 3. The top 3 vitamins to restore leg strength in seniors. Your body isn't broken, it's undernourished. Let's fix that, one vitamin at a time. When we talk about leg weakness, cramps, or numbness, most people assume it's just aging, but science tells us a different story. In over 60% of adults over 60, the real cause isn't age. It's a deficiency in 3 critical nutrients. One that feeds your nerves, one that protects your muscles and bones, and one that keeps everything running smoothly and pain-free. I call them the vital trio. They're simple, they're powerful, and when combined the right way, they've helped seniors regain their strength, confidence, and independence, often in just a few short weeks. Let's begin with the first, and perhaps the most misunderstood, vitamin. Vitamin number 1, vitamin B12, the protector of your nerves. Imagine the wires that run from your brain to your legs. Now imagine what happens if those wires start fraying, misfiring, or short-circuiting. That's exactly what happens when your body runs low on vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 acts like the protective insulation around your nerves, a layer called myelin. When B12 is plentiful, nerve signals travel fast and clean. But when you're deficient, signals get distorted, delayed, or lost entirely. The result? Legs that tremble for no reason. Loss of balance even on flat ground. Strange sensations like tingling or numbness. And a growing fear that your body is failing you. But here's what most seniors don't realize. Even if you eat full meals, you can still be severely low in B12. Because after 60, your stomach stops producing enough acid to absorb it. It's not your fault, it's just biology. And it's happening quietly in millions of older adults around the world. How to get more B12 naturally. The good news? You don't need pills to fix this. You can get vitamin B12 from one boiled egg at breakfast, a small serving of boiled or grilled chicken, leafy greens like spinach or kale, especially when paired with a protein, plain yogurt or fortified plant-based milk if you're avoiding meat. The key is consistency, not quantity. Even one serving per day can begin rebuilding your B12 stores, and over the course of 2 to 3 weeks, you may notice your steps becoming firmer, steadier, and more confident. One senior said, "Doctor, I thought I was losing my legs. Turns out they just needed food." Quick warning. If you've been on acid blockers, metformin, or water pills, these medications can deplete your B12 stores faster than your body can replenish them. That's why it's crucial to stay ahead of the curve, especially if you're already noticing symptoms. Coming up next, we'll reveal vitamin H2, the one that keeps your bones solid, muscles responsive, and your mood steady. This vitamin is almost impossible to get enough of just from food, and it may be the single biggest reason so many seniors feel tired, fragile, or fearful of falling. Let's dive in next. Vitamin number 2, vitamin D, the hidden key to strong legs and steady steps. You may think of vitamin D as the bone vitamin, but it does so much more than just protect your bones. In fact, if you're feeling weak, tired, or afraid to walk without support, there's a very good chance your body is starving for vitamin D. So what does vitamin D really do? Vitamin D is more like a master switch than a single nutrient. It activates over 200 genes that affect your strength, energy, immunity, and muscle function. Specifically for your legs, it helps your body absorb calcium, not just for bones but for muscle contraction. It boosts your muscles' ability to fire correctly, so they can respond instantly when you move. It improves your posture, balance, and coordination. And it gives you more energy by supporting your mitochondrial function, the power plants inside your cells. In plain terms, vitamin D makes sure your muscles don't just exist, they work. Here's the shocking part. Up to 70% of adults over 65 are chronically deficient in vitamin D. Why? Because as we age, our skin loses its ability to synthesize vitamin D from sunlight. We spend more time indoors. And most diets don't include enough vitamin D-rich foods. So even if you're eating normally, your body might still be running low, and your legs are quietly paying the price. Real-world impact of low vitamin D. You feel sluggish after just a few steps. Your legs cramp up or shake. You lose your balance more easily, especially on stairs or uneven ground. You feel tired even after a full night's sleep. And you start to avoid movement, not because you want to, but because your body says, "I can't." Many seniors I've spoken to assume this was just part of getting old. But after restoring their vitamin D levels, something incredible happened. They stood taller, walked further, and started trusting their legs again. How to get more vitamin D naturally? There are 2 key ways to safely and effectively restore your levels. Number 1, morning sunlight, 10-15 minutes a day. Expose your arms, hands, and face to gentle sunlight, ideally before 9 a.m. Even sitting by a bright window counts. Just a few minutes daily can help your skin generate a usable dose of vitamin D. Number 2. Eat vitamin D-rich foods. Focus on small portions of fatty fish like salmon, sardines, or mackerel, 2-3x/week, boiled eggs, fortified milk, dairy, or plant-based, check the label for vitamin D, mushrooms, especially UV-exposed varieties. If you don't like fish or milk, don't worry. Just 1 egg and 10 minutes of morning sun daily can make a big difference. Quick tip: vitamin D is fat-soluble. That means it absorbs better when taken with a meal that includes some healthy fat, like eggs, nuts, or olive oil. One senior told me, "I thought my days of walking without fear were over. But now I can walk to the mailbox without holding the wall." It's not magic, it's vitamin D. In the next section, we'll reveal vitamin H3, the one that calms cramps, improves sleep quality, and helps your muscles stay relaxed and responsive. It's a quiet mineral, but for older adults, it's the difference between a painful night and a peaceful one. Let's explore that next. Vitamin number 3, magnesium, the quiet mineral that calms, balances, and protects. It doesn't get much attention. It's not trendy. And most people don't even know what it does. But for seniors struggling with cramps, fatigue, poor sleep, or restless legs, magnesium might be the missing key they've been searching for. Let me say this clearly. Without enough magnesium, your muscles don't know how to relax. They cramp. They twitch. They stay tense, even at rest. And they keep waking you up in the middle of the night. What does magnesium do in your body? Magnesium is a mineral involved in over 300 biochemical processes. But for your legs, it does 3 powerful things. Regulates muscle contraction and relaxation. Prevents cramps, spasms, and nighttime Charlie horses. Calms your nervous system. Helps you fall asleep more easily and sleep more deeply. Supports steady heart rhythm and blood pressure. Reduces the sensation of fatigue, palpitations, and morning shakiness. Many people think magnesium only affects digestion or bones. But the truth is, your muscles, brain, and heart rely on it every single second. And when levels drop too low, the entire system becomes unstable. Why seniors lose magnesium so easily? Magnesium depletion is incredibly common after 60, and here's why. Many blood pressure meds, diuretics, and diabetes drugs flush magnesium out of your system. Most diets are too low in magnesium-rich foods. The aging gut absorbs less magnesium from food, and chronic stress drains your magnesium reserves even faster. In fact, studies show up to 65% of older adults are magnesium deficient, yet almost none realize it. What happens when magnesium is too low? Frequent leg cramps, especially at night. Tingling or burning sensations in feet or calves. Insomnia or waking up tired. Unexplained fatigue or low mood. Feeling on edge or having a racing heart without exertion. These symptoms can sneak up slowly, but they often disappear within days when magnesium is restored properly. How to rebuild magnesium naturally. The best part? You don't need supplements right away. You can support your magnesium levels with real food and simple habits. Here's how. First, eat magnesium-rich foods daily. Pumpkin seeds, 1 small handful. Almonds or cashews. Spinach, Swiss chard, or kale. Black beans or lentils. Half a banana before bed. Even just 1 or 2 servings a day can gradually restore your magnesium stores. Second, focus on evening magnesium. Magnesium works best when eaten in the afternoon or evening. This supports muscle relaxation at night, deeper sleep, fewer nocturnal cramps or restless legs. Try a simple evening routine like a warm dinner with leafy greens, a handful of pumpkin seeds an hour before bed, or a banana and chamomile tea if you're prone to nighttime cramps. One woman told us, "I didn't change anything except adding pumpkin seeds at night, and I've slept through the night for the first time in years." Combine with vitamin D for maximum effect. Vitamin D helps your body absorb and use magnesium more effectively. That's why these two nutrients work best together, building strength, calm, and recovery from the inside out. Your legs deserve this. If you've been waking up sore, it's not because you're lazy or weak. Your muscles are just missing their most basic support. Start today with one small serving, a handful of seeds, a few greens on your plate, a gentle shift in timing. You'll be surprised how quickly your legs begin to respond. Part 4. The 5 golden principles to keep your legs strong, no matter your age. Now that you know the 3 essential vitamins your legs desperately need, it's time to talk about how to make this a way of life, not just a temporary fix. Because strong legs don't come from luck or genetics. They come from small daily habits that nourish your body from the inside out. Here are the 5 golden principles I've taught my patients, and that you can start applying today. Golden Rule 1. Never skip breakfast, especially protein. Your muscles need fuel first thing in the morning. Skipping breakfast is like asking your legs to walk on an empty tank. Even something simple, like 1 boiled egg, a cup of plain yogurt, a small bowl of oats with nuts. These give your body vitamin B12, magnesium, and lasting energy. Eating protein in the morning sets the tone for steady, strong muscles all day long. "The days I skip breakfast," one patient said, "I feel like my legs are made of rubber." Don't let that be you. Golden Rule 2. Get 10 minutes of morning sunlight. Vitamin D isn't stored forever. You need a daily refill, and the most natural way is sunlight. Just 10-15 minutes of soft sun on your arms, hands, or face before 9 a.m. can help your body create its own supply of vitamin D. Sit by a sunny window. Stand in your garden. Take your cup of tea outside. Every minute matters, and your bones and muscles will thank you. Golden Rule 3. Eat 1 serving of fish or eggs daily. This is the easiest way to support both B12 and D in one bite. A piece of grilled salmon, a boiled egg with lunch, a small serving of sardines or mackerel. You don't need a feast. Just 1 small portion is enough to keep your vitamin levels stable and your legs energized. Can't eat fish? Try fortified plant-based milk or plain yogurt, both excellent backups. Golden Rule 4. Add seeds and greens in the afternoon or evening. Remember, magnesium works best when taken later in the day. Why? Because that's when your body is preparing for rest, and magnesium helps relax muscles, calm nerves, and prevent cramps at night. Try these simple ideas. A small handful of pumpkin seeds or almonds at 4 p.m. Add a scoop of spinach, kale, or Swiss chard to dinner. Eat half a banana an hour before bed if you cramp easily. These little habits reduce pain, support sleep, and keep your legs functioning smoothly. Golden Rule 5. Don't wait until you're weak to start. This is the most important rule of all. Don't wait for the fall. Don't wait until you need a cane. Don't wait for your body to cry out in pain. The best time to support your legs is before they give out. The second best time, right now. Even if your legs feel weak today, even if you haven't eaten well in months, your body is still listening and still capable of healing. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to begin. And with these 5 golden habits, you'll start sending your body a powerful message. I still want to move. I still want to stand strong, and I'm ready to take care of myself, 1 step at a time. Part 5. A second chance at strength. Walter's story, 82 years old. Walter was 82 when he came to see me for the first time. He had spent most of his life working with his hands, a retired mechanic, strong, quiet, and proud. But when he walked into my clinic that day, his face said it all: exhaustion, frustration, and a quiet kind of fear he didn't want to admit. "Doctor," he said, "I think this is it. I don't want to be a burden, but I can't walk for more than 5 minutes anymore. Every night the cramps come and I sit on the edge of my bed, holding my legs, sweating from the pain." Walter believed the worst, that his life in motion was over, that he'd spend his remaining years in a wheelchair, losing more and more of the independence he'd worked so hard to keep. But as I looked at him, I saw not a man who was broken, but a man whose body was simply starved of the right support. I told him something I want you to remember too. Your body hasn't given up. It's just waiting for you to feed it what it needs. And so we made a plan, not a perfect one, but a gentle, realistic one. No medications, no expensive treatments, just simple daily changes. The healing routine. 4 tiny habits that changed everything. Morning sunlight. Every day, Walter sat outside for 10 minutes, letting the soft sun warm his arms and face. This helped his body restore natural vitamin D. Healthy lunches. We added a small piece of salmon, sardines, or a boiled egg to his midday meal. Rich in B12 and protein, this began to rebuild his muscle strength. Evening banana. Just before bed, Walter ate half a banana, giving his muscles natural magnesium to prevent cramping. More greens. At dinner, we snuck in a few spoonfuls of spinach or leafy vegetables. Nothing fancy, just fuel for tired muscles and worn-out nerves. And then, something wonderful happened. In the first week, Walter said nothing had changed. In the second week, the cramps came less often. But in the third week, he looked me in the eyes and said, "I didn't cramp last night. Not once." By the end of the second month, Walter walked into my office unaided. No cane, no help. Just a man walking on his own 2 feet and smiling from the inside out. His voice was steady when he said, "Doctor, it wasn't a miracle. It was just my body finally got what it had been missing for years." The lesson: Walter's story is not rare. In fact, his journey is a quiet mirror for thousands of older adults, maybe even you. You don't need to climb a mountain. You don't need perfect health. You don't need to be young again. You just need to start giving your body the right support, with patience and love. And when you do, your muscles, your legs, your strength, they will respond. Because it's never too late to reclaim the ability to stand tall again. Conclusion: you still have the power to walk forward. Right now, you might still be sitting in your favorite chair, feeling that gentle ache in your legs, that familiar stiffness in your knees, or that worry in your heart: is this just aging? Is it too late for me? Let me be the one to remind you, your legs have not given up on you. They are simply waiting, quietly, for the signal that says, "I still want to move." The stories of Helen and Walter are not miracles. They are real results of giving the body what it was missing. A little vitamin B12 to wake up the nerves, a little vitamin D to strengthen the bones, a little magnesium to smooth the tension and calm the pain. You don't need a perfect routine. You don't need expensive pills or complicated workouts. You only need to start small. 1 egg, 1 walk in the sun, 1 handful of seeds, 1 hopeful day. And I promise you, your body will respond. So here's what I ask you to do next. Pick 1 step from today's video. Just 1. Say it out loud. "This is the step I'll start tomorrow." Type in the comments below, "I'm starting with," and share your first change. You might inspire someone else to begin too. Subscribe to this channel so we can walk this journey together, week by week, because you should never walk this road alone. And with us, you won't have to. Share this video with a friend, parent, or loved one. Just 1 simple piece of advice can change someone's entire future. And most of all, Repeat this to yourself every morning and every night. I am not helpless. Every day I will do one small thing to help my body. Your strength is not measured by how fast you walk, but by how willing you are to take the next step. So take it, 1 foot, 1 breath, 1 day at a time. Your legs and your life are still waiting. We'll be right here with you.